We're standing here at the GVRHA Waterwheel Reining Classic, and I'm here with Franco Bertolani. Thank you again for joining us. We're talking about the clinic that Franco held with a few of our club members just before the show started. And the second half of the first day, Franco, you taught on spins.
Yeah, we talk about turnarounds, yeah. We try to, turnarounds, I try to split them in the beginning of the turn around and shut off. So that we've been working together with those horses at the clinic, and we definitely work a lot of start, because like a lot of people think only about turnaround and they don't think about the start, but we have only 4 turns when we show, so the start is really important. So we spend so much time at home working the beginning of the turns, and that to try to get all those 4 really clear and get the credit.
Absolutely, and I took a lot away from that as well. Tell us a bit about or your tips on starting a spin.
Oh, the counter spin?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I just count like when I finish the first one, you know. There's many ways to count. I like to finish my first 1, 2, 3, 4 and all. You know, some people start to count like when they start. Well, that depends. Important you don't do more than 4.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I remember first starting and thinking, how hard can it be to count to 4? But it does get a little tricky sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially if you miss the start. Another horse doesn't turn the first one or second one. Sometimes a lot of riders lose the count there.
We've just finished watching the Derby, and there were certainly even some guys in the Derby that have messed up the full counts.
Exactly, because usually you miss the counts when the horse doesn't turn really good or don't start really good, or sometimes when you have a big score to beat it, so you have to push so hard and take so much risk. And
the start of the spin is so important. I got a lot out of the clinic when you were talking about, you know, really practicing that start of a spin and not keeping spinning until you've got that start right. Do you want to go through a little bit how we start that turn?
Yeah, I used to every maneuver, reining maneuver, have my different cue, because I don't want to make my horse like misunderstanding when I'm going to show. So what I use to start my turn, I used to open my inside leg and make my horse fall in my deck. When I open my inside leg, I want my horse to bring the inside front leg underneath and just be clear for the first step.
And when they don't get that first step clearly, you stop and start again?
Yes, I try to really practice separate the start, the turn, and the shut off. And I want to have all those 3 parts very clear that I put out together.
And that makes obviously a great turn. Tell us about the shut off, Franco. What are some of your tips on practicing a really good shut off?
Yeah, I just say whoa, because it's the magical word to stop everything. So we used to stop and shut off, and I use my opposite reins. You know, I just move my hands to the opposite way until my horse feel that neck rein and just like stop the movement, stop the shoulders right there. So I practice that until I get that very, very, very clear to my horse, and that I can turn fast and just shut off whatever I want.
And what are some of the tips you would suggest if you're doing a lot of overspinning?
Well, I just turn for the opposite way. You know, if I use my opposite rein and my horse keep going, just like pull him around for the opposite way, like just turn one more time for the other, and then until they feel better that neck rein, and then the horse start to block the shoulders.
Fantastic. And we saw a lot of improvement from, after the lunch break, starting those turns to the end of the day turns, and even, a lot of the fence sitters have improved their turns, I for one, which has been great. So thank you for teaching us all of that on the first day of the clinic.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks.